Okay, hi. I just needed to do a follow-up video for my Bose QC30 review. I still have the QC35s, still have the Beats Solo 3s, and I also still have the QC30s. Let me expand. I did return these headphones, and after they were gone for a few days, I decided that I needed to repurchase them. Now, I've gotten quite a few comments or questions on my review, and I actually just took the time to just rewatch my review, and it was interesting to me because some of the points that I had about the calls are still valid, but let me go down this avenue. I wear these headphones every single day at work. So I work Monday through Friday. I work, 7 to 3, 8 to 4, 8 to 5, whatever. I work all day until I'm done with my day. And I keep these headphones on all day. And they still do rotate, and I move them. But I keep them on all day. And if I do get a call, it is very hard for a person to hear me if it's noisy, and I do work in a noisy environment at times. But other than that, I still will take the call. If they can't hear me, we end the call. It's kind of embarrassing, but I make sure to call them back, and I can use these for calls, and I know that it's not a good experience for the guys on the other end of the phone, and in turn, it's not a good experience for me. But I think it's important to note, if you've watched that video with the idea that I didn't like the call quality, it wasn't going to work out for me, and I'm going to return them, that I actually repurchased them just because I need music throughout my day. That's just the way it is. And I can't walk around like this. I mean, I guess I could, but I'm not willing to. And that, or with the Beats. I don't care how cool people think Beats are. I'm not walking around with headphones around my neck all day. So as far as functionality goes, these I wear all day. I'm able to listen to my music. The battery lasts all day. If I forget to charge it at night, it usually lasts me through the next day, like without any issue whatsoever. For the controls, they're great. For the music, it sounds great. And there it comes back to the call quality. If I get a call, there's a good chance the person on the other end of the line is just saying, I can't understand you, can you call me later? And I mean, I take calls all day, and I'm also in a noisy environment all day, so I usually tell them I'll call them back, but that's the way it goes. So for an update on these guys, these really are a great set of headphones, considering I mean, I'll just paint a quick picture. I wake up in the morning and I check my emails and whatnot here at this very desk, and these QC35s, if my daughter's still asleep, I put on, and I can use my computer and she can't hear me. Extremely comfortable, the most solid headset, for like a mainstream purchase. Just go ahead and get Bose QC35s. You're going to be happy. They're going to be comfortable. You're going to love them, especially if you're like someone who travels. You bring these on a plane, and it's just like a next level of comfort. So that's kind of like how my morning starts, and then I get ready to go and get out the door, and I put these on, and there you go. They don't come off of me until I come home. I mean, they'll go in my shirt if I don't want them to be seen. Every day, Monday through Friday. I work in an environment where that's possible. I basically work alone, work for myself, for other people, but that's how that goes. Now, the Beats, I guess, update on these. Someone had mentioned it in a comment about, comparing the two, and really, there's no comparison. So, you take Beats, they win in kind of like a functionality ease form if you own Apple products. That's a Mac, so win. But like as far as, it's a slight edge because of that, the Apple. But like these these take the cake. The controls are great. You know, if it wasn't for that W1 chip making the seamless pairing, because it is a seamless situation with the W1 chip, and it's really good. It's great. I love it. I want to see that stuff in Bose, and like I'm pretty sure that one day we'll see something like that. But you know, the Beats, as far as how they are, you know, they're just kind of like a workhorse. You know, I mean, really, they're great. And if you own an Android, I don't own Android, but I'm assuming that you'd get kind of the pairing experience I have with these. That is to say, the actual pairing experience, like you know, going into your settings, whether it's easy or not. But because these are different in the respect that these will pair up to my computer in the morning, and then if I go run downstairs and my phone is in my pocket, they're still paired to my phone, and that's pretty cool. That doesn't happen with these, regardless of the W1 chip. They are never paired simultaneously to two devices. They are just very easy to jump in between devices. All I do is kind of pull up the bar on your phone. I know it's hard to see here, but you know, you typically have, you know, a couple settings there. Your phone or your Apple TV or your Beats will pop up if they're on, and you just hit it. You pick up your iPad, same thing. Computer, same thing. So a lot of times, if I'm just running down, you know, whatever the situation is, I'll just grab these just for the heck of it. And they're cool, like I said, like a workhorse. It's extremely comfortable, super solid. You know, you really can't give these guys enough praise. But I more or less, I know the video is focused on all kinds of different headphones, but you know, this is kind of the one I'm kind of like talking about mostly. And that's because it takes the cake as far as the headset that I wear every single day. I mean, this is with me 40 hours a week. More than that, because if I'm running out somewhere, I'll wear these. I injured my knee, so I was running with these actually, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, they rotate. They're not the best for that, but they'll totally do it. I mean, running with a cord hanging down through your shirt or a cord dangling isn't the best, but it will suffice, just like these will suffice. This is better. I mean, obviously it's a step up, but that's not where they excel. But they do excel for me. It's just like it's totally easy for me just to have these on and be able to listen to some tunes, and then occasionally get embarrassed when I have to take that phone call because it's so noisy. You know, given who it is, I may not answer and just call back. But so there's no layout for these videos, and there's no layout for the previous video that I'm kind of like updating here. But I think people should know that, like, you can be happy with the QC30s. It's funny because I have 3 headsets that I'm, you know, like, you really only need one. And if it were coming down to only one, you know, that's that's why I have 3. I couldn't make that choice. I mean, I did return these because, you know, I didn't want to have 3 headphones, but I'm pretty content. I could do away with the Beats for sure, or the Bose QC35s, but you know, these, as far as like being able to just wear these out in public, not an issue, you know, not some kind of comfort thing, especially in like with heat. I mean, that was one of the main points. It was during the summer, and having over-ear headphones on, you know, you get hot, you get sweaty, and like that's a non-existing issue with the in-ear headphones, and they're really comfortable. I mean, I can leave those in for hours without any problem, you know. So I mean, if it boils down to one, you got to ask somebody else. But as far as the QC30s go, I think you can totally be happy owning these headphones. They're tactile. The noise canceling feature, I'll use it on occasion. It's not very often, but if I just leave them in my ear and I'm running inside the grocery store or running inside a store, I'll turn that all the way down and I can have a conversation with somebody. It always feels really awkward having a conversation with someone with headphones in your ear. So I mean, that's why I don't use it that often, but I've definitely done it before. And there you go. That's what it is. Their QC30s are they're 2 thumbs up here, and along with the Beats and the QC35s. You know, you got we're looking at good headphones. I mean, you're not going to be disappointed whichever avenue you go down. So I hope this helps, and I enjoyed the comments I was getting from people, and I also enjoyed some of the feedback, or you know, I enjoyed the fact that maybe some people were getting something out of that. So I really hope that this helps a little bit too, and I'm sorry if I discouraged anyone in the QC30 original video, because I still do own these, and I use them every day. You know, I mean, it's not like they're the greatest all-time most perfect headphones for every day, but they're what are in my ears 40 hours a week. Okay, thank you guys, really, thanks.